What if you could add 20 square metres of living space, lift a London home's value by about £36,000 and skip a full planning application? In the next 9 minutes, I'll show you the 3 golden rules, the garage loophole most owners miss, and the one form that keeps the council off your back. I'm Ella from Plandome. This video is laser focused on detached houses in Greater London aiming for a single-storey rear push-out. Maybe you want a bigger kitchen diner, a brighter family room, or a work-from-home nook, but dread red tape. Throughout, we'll use clear 3D visuals to illustrate exactly how far, how high, and how safe you can build under permitted development, removing any confusion along the way. What is permitted development? Permitted development rights are special government rules allowing homeowners to extend or alter their homes without the hassle and uncertainty of a full planning application. These rights cover various home improvements, including extensions, loft conversions, and outbuildings, but they come with strict guidelines to protect neighbours and the local character. This video specifically addresses how these rules apply to single-storey rear extensions for detached homes in Greater London. However, not every property qualifies. If your home is in a designated area like a conservation zone, a national park, or an area of outstanding natural beauty, AONB, your permitted development rights may be limited or even removed entirely. Similarly, if your property is a listed building, permitted development doesn't apply. You'll need full planning permission for any changes. That's why it's essential to check with your local planning authority or consult a professional if you're unsure. Understanding the concept of the original building is crucial. It refers to your home as it was first built, or as it stood on July 1st, 1948. If your home has an attached garage built before July 1948, this counts as part of the original building, and you measure from its rear wall. Garages added after July 1948 do not count, and your measurement starts from your main house rear wall. Ignoring this can lead to compliance issues. Detached or separate garages never count as original. Let's illustrate this clearly with an example. Suppose your attached garage was added in 1960. This garage would be ignored entirely for permitted development measurements, and you must measure your extension from your home's main wall. Our visuals clearly demonstrate how to avoid this common pitfall. To keep things straightforward, memorize these 3 essential numbers. 4 meters depth from your home's original rear wall, 4 meters overall height limit, 3 meters maximum eaves height if your extension is within 2 meters of any property boundary. Stick to these guidelines, and your detached house extension comfortably fits within permitted development, saving you time, stress, and potential costs. The style of roof you select, flat, mono-pitch, or gable, is flexible as long as it meets the height rules. 4 meters overall height, 3 meters at eaves if close to boundaries. Flat roofs typically cost less and are simpler to construct, but pitched roofs blend more harmoniously with traditional London homes. When choosing materials, brick, render, cladding, focus on complementing your existing home's aesthetics. Consider durability, ease of upkeep, and local architectural styles to ensure your extension adds real value. Regardless of design choices, your extension must adhere strictly to building regulations covering structural integrity, insulation, electrical systems, drainage, ventilation, and fire safety, essential checks for every project. Nationwide data confirms a single-storey rear extension typically adds around 6.5% to your home's value. In London, that's roughly £36,000 extra on an average £556,000 property. Beyond financial gains, these extensions transform your living space, enhancing daily life, providing room for family growth, creating functional open-plan areas, and significantly boosting your home's appeal and enjoyment factor. Now, let's move on to larger extensions, specifically those that go beyond the standard permitted development limits, considering extending up to 8 meters. This exceeds standard permitted development limits and triggers the prior notification process. This involves notifying neighbours via your council, who have 21 days to raise concerns. If no objections arise, you're cleared to proceed. If there are objections, the council evaluates your proposal's impact on neighbouring amenities, like daylight, privacy, and visual presence, and might require design adjustments. Early, friendly communication with your neighbours can smooth this process considerably. Even though your project may fall under permitted development, you still need to comply with building regulations. These ensure that your extension is structurally sound, energy efficient, and safe for occupation. Building regulations cover critical aspects such as electrical installations, drainage, insulation, ventilation, and fire safety. Even if permitted development rights apply, these aspects need to be addressed. Even within standard permitted development, we strongly recommend obtaining a Lawful Development Certificate (LDC). This affordable certification officially confirms your project complies with regulations, providing peace of mind and making future property sales smoother and simpler. Here are 3 major pitfalls to avoid. Incorrect depth measurement starting from post-1948 garages. Overlooking the 3-metre eaves height restriction near boundaries. Ignoring local constraints like conservation areas, listed buildings, or special landscape zones. Carefully verifying these details up front prevents costly corrections, enforcement notices, or planning permission refusals later. Now, let's explore some real-life practical examples of how this extension enhances and benefits the existing dwelling. From improved spatial flow and natural light to increased functionality and long-term value. We're taking you through an exciting home transformation right here in the UK. A stylish rear extension that breathes new life into a classic family home. The original layout had a standard kitchen and dining room, functional but tight. With growing family needs and a love for open-plan living, the homeowners decided to build out. The single-storey extension spans 6.6 metres wide and 3 metres deep, opening up the space and filling it with natural light. At the heart of the design? Large, bifolding doors and a wide rear window, connecting the indoors to the garden and changing the feel of the entire space. Knocking down the kitchen wall created a spacious, open-plan kitchen diner, perfect for family time and entertaining. A neat partition wall added a tucked-away utility room to keep things practical. The remodel didn't stop there. The extension also added a second living room, 2 storage rooms, and a fully equipped washroom, making the home more versatile and future-proof. Their 6.6 metres wide, 3 metres deep extension cost around £66,000 to £90,000 in 2025. With new bifold doors and cleverly hidden utility space, they increased their home's value by roughly £70,000. Here's another great example of a smart, functional extension, one that transforms a traditional ground floor layout into a modern, flexible space designed for real life. Let's start with the original layout. The ground floor featured a compact kitchen tucked at the rear, a separate dining room, and a front-facing lounge. While practical, it felt closed off and lacked the flow and light that many families are after today. In the proposed design, the kitchen has been extended and completely reimagined into a spacious kitchen breakfast area, perfect for busy mornings and family meals. A wide rear window and beautiful bifolding doors have been added, opening the space to the garden and flooding it with natural light. But the upgrades go beyond just space and light. By removing the internal kitchen wall, the home gains a much more open and connected layout, ideal for entertaining, cooking, and spending time together. To keep things practical, a utility room has been cleverly added using a neat partition wall, along with a shower room and store area, making the ground floor more efficient than ever. This layout strikes a perfect balance between open-plan living and functional zones, all without compromising on style or storage. So if you're thinking about upgrading your home, this is another clear example that with the right design, even a modest extension can completely reshape the way you live. Every square metre works harder and smarter. Opting for a 4-metre extension, adding a lounge and shower room with lean-to roofing, he improved energy efficiency by 18% through upgraded insulation. The build cost approximately £2,400 per square metre, proceeded smoothly through prior notification, and swiftly secured an LDC, enhancing both the home's comfort and resale potential. Thinking of extending? Share your plans in the comments or follow the inquiry link below to book your free 30-minute consultation. The first 20 consultations booked receive our exclusive Rear Extension Checklist 2025 PDF, your practical guide to seamless extensions. Fill out the form, select your ideal date, and get started effortlessly. If this video saved hours of research, please like, subscribe, and explore our comprehensive playlist including planning advice, HMO conversions, working with listed buildings, and much more. I'm Ella from Plandome. Thanks for watching. Happy extending.